My name is Meg. I live in Dallas, Texas, and I work in marketing at a large corporation, a large healthcare corporation. I am big into yoga. I'm actually a certified yoga instructor, and I play roller derby. Slowly, over the course of about a year, I had gained probably 15 pounds, which is sort of unusual for me. And I just really needed a little bit of help being accountable to sort of a more healthy style of living. I just needed somebody there to help remind me to make better decisions, basically. Is that I saw a coworker of mine over the course of a couple of months had lost a bunch of weight, and she looked really healthy and she seemed really happy. And that's sort of what got the conversation going. Normally, when you're looking for some kind of weight loss program to follow, it's sort of a Russian roulette of trying to guess if maybe this person's program will work for you versus this program. No deprivation-based diet, which many of them are, is sustainable. It just isn't. That's not how you live. And even if you lose weight on it the second you get off of it, you're going to gain that weight back because you're going to go back to the way that you're eating. The little odd things that I do. I have a sweet tooth, and they acknowledge that. And instead of saying, well, you absolutely can't have sweets, it's more like, well, what can we find that's healthy to eat, that's not going to ruin your healthy eating during the day, but still satisfies that sweet tooth? And we're just going to acknowledge that that's going to happen, and we're going to acknowledge that little mistakes will be made, and that not every day is perfect, but how do we kind of work around that so that it works on a day-to-day basis? I do quite a bit of extracurricular activity, so not having to drive someplace and not having to take the extra traffic time is actually a really big deal to me. Whether it's 30 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever, it's huge. I lost the 15 pounds that I had gained, so that was great because now my pants fit again, and I'm way too cheap to buy new pants. Inches lost all around my body, pretty much the entire thing, mostly around my waist, which is where I wanted to lose it anyway, so that was great, that was perfect. I definitely learned that I wasn't getting enough protein. I am a vegetarian. I do participate in quite a few athletic endeavors, so it's very important to me that I eat correctly for those activities, because if I don't, then my muscle recovery isn't good, then I can't go to practice the next day, then I can't play a good game later that week. So that's all very important, and I figured out that what I was eating was not really appropriate for how an athlete would need to eat. I learned a lot about how to eat both pre and post workout activities. So if I have a 2-hour practice, how do I fuel up for that, and how do I eat after that to make sure that I'm getting the most out of the exercise as possible. I had been working out that entire time that I was gaining that weight. So it was really, the change in eating was a huge shift, just how I approached that. And that's really how I lost the weight. I was working at the same level. In fact, in some of the months that I worked with my nutritionist, I was actually working out less. That you can't put a price on feeling good and being able to move around well and being awake and energetic and just feeling good about yourself.